The one thing I want to talk about before I get to my guest tonight is the unbelievable attention that has been placed on the black vote. And I want to say all of a sudden, man, the black vote is the most important thing. Like, everyone is concerned about who black people are going to vote for. I don't think the black vote was even considered this important in 2008, even though the black vote was tremendously important in terms of the actual numbers. Barack Obama didn't pay the black vote this much attention in 2008. I mean, you had to beg and plead to get Barack Obama to show up to some things for African Americans. But now in 2016, and I love Obama. I'm not talking bad about Obama. You know, you got to love Obama. And I do, genuinely. You know, I like the dude. He's a cool guy, successful and all those good things. But I digress. The point is, I just can't. It's almost nauseating to see the level to which both candidates. I like Bernie Sanders. I've endorsed Bernie Sanders. I support Bernie Sanders. But at this point, it's starting to get a bit too much. Not just from Bernie Sanders, but from everyone. All of the jockeying, all of the positioning, all of the pandering, and not to say that everything is pandering, but with so many articles every single day, white people trying to tell black people that this is why you should vote for this white person, right? Or if you're a black person, you have other black people saying that white man ain't gonna do nothing for you. You need to come over here with this white woman. You know, just the conversations have been nothing but about who the black vote is going to go for. And it says something that if we actually had a monolithic community, or even a remotely monolithic community, or forget that, if we just voted in a solid block, we could, as African Americans, not all of you are African Americans, but I am, we could hold so much political power. But the truth of the matter is, the reason we don't is because we all have different interests, and we all are very unique, and we all have different issues that are important to us. And that's one of the things I talked about on Twitter today, was that, you know, the interest of someone who is a part of the status quo, because there is a status quo, they're not the same interest as a person who is just trying to make minimum wage, or get $12 an hour or $15 an hour. You know, our interests are very different. And I think part of what makes it such a bothersome time is that every time someone speaks, they speak as though we are a monolith. Now, it would be politically advantageous if we were a monolith, but we're not. And so to have people just all day long speak about black voters as if, you know, this person is the spokesperson for blackness. This issue is the only issue important to blackness. The only thing that matters to black people is the Voting Rights Act getting fully restored and discrimination. As if, you know, we don't have an entire segment of African Americans that are dealing with the same thing that that poor white people are dealing with, or that Latino people are dealing with, economic issues. And so most of everything, with the exception of one topic tonight that we have to talk about, is really this intersection of how ridiculous this campaign is getting to a certain extent, in terms of how much attention is focused on the black vote. And then I want you to watch how that narrative changes as we get out of the South. Once the primaries are over and we move away from the South, you're going to see it's not going to be that important. Everyone's not going to be writing these thought pieces about the black vote and why the black vote should go to Hillary, and why the black vote should go to or go to Bernie Sanders. So it's just after a while you get tired of being a political tool in anyone's hands. After a while you get to the point where, you know, enough, just be quiet. We're going to vote for who we're going to vote for, and let's move on. With that being said, I do want to talk about Michelle Alexander. And to be fair, I only have 2 minutes to do it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip Michelle Alexander, who did a brilliant piece on Facebook again. And I want to go to my guest. I want to go to my guest because he is broadcasting from Japan, and they are 14 hours.